Are you new to Shin Megami Tensei? Have you never played a game in the mainline series before, and is Shin Megami Tensei 5 possibly going to be your first game? Well, if that's true and you find yourself needing some tips, well, I got you covered. Here are a couple of tips that you should know as you start Shin Megami Tensei 5. The first tip I have for you revolves around the gameplay loop of Shin Megami Tensei, which is recruiting demons to your side, leveling them up, and then fusing them to create even more demons. There are over 200 recruitable demons in this game, and if you want to get them all, you're going to have to get some fusion done. There are two reasons for this. The first reason is, as you fuse demons, the newly created demon will be able to learn new skills on top of the skills that they already inherit from the previous two demons. So that's a way of getting stronger skills. The second reason is to fill out your compendium. This will become useful as you play because you'll be able to fuse demons from your compendium. All you have to do is just pay Maka. And if you have a bigger compendium, then you'll have a wider amount of demons that you can create from that compendium. Demon fusion is basically your main way that you're going to get new demons on your team aside from negotiation. My next tip for you is to not be nice to all of the demons during negotiations. Demons have a lot of different personalities and they will respond differently to different phrases. Not every demon is going to respond positively to your kindness. Yeah, it might work sometimes, but other times they might get scared of you, they might run away, they might take offense to your kindness. Sometimes you might just need to be rude to them, talk a little trash to them, hurt their feelings, and then they might join you. It's a little weird, but not every demon is the same. Some of them will respond positively to your harsh words. My next tip is also combat related, and this is important. You need to attack first, and then use buffs, debuffs, or heal your party on your press turns. It's just a little thing that makes all the difference in the world. You don't want to spend your main turns buffing and debuffing and using healing items simply because you can be using those turns to hit enemies' weaknesses or get critical hits, which will give you an opportunity later in the turn to spend time on buffing, debuffing, and healing your party. Now, I understand not every battle is going to work out exactly how you plan. This is just something that I generally like to do at least at the beginning of long battles, but things can take a turn for the worse, and if that's the case, I would recommend buffing on your first turn or healing if you really need to do so. When the game tells you that the enemy is gathering up Magatsuhi, generally that means that all of their physical and magical attacks will be critical hits guaranteed. In that case, I recommend debuffing their accuracy and physical attack and buffing up your defense. I also would recommend swapping out for a demon that would reflect or nullify any of the attacks that they've been spamming the whole round, so that if it nullifies they'll lose a turn, and if it reflects they'll lose all of their turns, making that much less of a headache. My next tip, this applies throughout the experience of the game. Use the demons that the environment gives you. Usually before a boss or a really hard enemy, there will be demons in the area that you can use, whether it's their skills that you can give to yourself or another demon, something that you can pass on through another demon with fusion, or their affinities that you can give to yourself through essence fusion. The game really does try to help you out with that, so make sure you look at the demons that are around you, and if you know what the boss is weak to, then use that information to fuse demons accordingly, and you'll be good to go. That's pretty much what the gameplay portion of Shin Megami Tensei is about, getting your party right for really strong encounters in the future. My next tip might sound a little funny, but dying to a boss is a real strategy. You don't really want to go into a boss fight blind, so I recommend going in and hitting this boss with whatever you have on you. Ice, fire, electric, wind, light, dark, physical, it doesn't matter. Hit them with everything you got so you can know what they're weak to. It doesn't matter if they nullify, it doesn't matter if they repel it, because you're probably going to die the first time anyway. So you need to use this time and then change your party afterwards to fit your needs. My next tip is to do the side quests at the beginning. It's a great way to earn EXP outside of grinding, and this is typical JRPG stuff. Side quests generally are important, and by doing them you can get some really nice rewards, and you can also get some demons to join your party that might even be a higher level than you. So I'd say the side quests in this game are extremely useful. And my last tip, save before every demon fusion. Just save it just to be on the safe side. Things can go wrong during fusion, which can result in a demon that you didn't even know you were going to get. It could be a completely random demon, and it could work for you or it can work against you. It could be an underleveled weak demon, or it could be an overleveled pretty strong demon that you'll be able to just use in your party, which will be pretty nice. So if you happen to get a bit of luck, then good for you. But if you happen to get a demon that's really weak, well, you have that save file to fall back on. Alright, so those have been my tips for Shin Megami Tensei 5. Hopefully they help you out and make your experience a lot better. And with that, I'd like to thank you all so much for watching. Make sure you subscribe to GameXplain and ring the bell for a lot more on Shin Megami Tensei 5 and other things gaming too. Until next time.